Hello, my name's Kurt. I'm the co-founder of Cryptify and I'm here to talk to you about Altseason. So some of you may know that I've been talking about Altseason and the ETH move and the Bitcoin dominance for some time now. And for those that don't, well, you have to follow some of the other stuff that I've been talking about on social media, and that's in our Facebook group and in our Discord channel. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But for those that have been following, we have been talking about the Bitcoin dominance coming down for a period of time now, and that the money will start flowing into ETH, which will cause an alt season, similar to like what we've seen back in 2017. But we truly believe that the next alt season that's coming will eclipse 2017. So let's jump into a few things. Let me cover a couple of things, and I'll go through what I believe is happening, and we can dive a little bit deeper. So let's go. Okay, so for those that have been around in the groups that we've been running in Cryptify and Discord and Facebook, you guys will know that I posted on the March the 10th the Mother of All Seasons Medium article, and what I was trying to explain here is you can see back in 2014 to 2016 we had this major cut playing out here, and then we had break to the upside, and this was the candle that tested support, and then we broke out here, and then this was the trajectory that we went between 2017 right up until 2018, 1st of January, and then we've seen that big decline and we went into the bear market. We see a much bigger cup here playing out, and this is where we are as of early April. Now, we are a little bit further on now, and this was the retest, I believe. I know that Bitcoin had another shakeout back down below 60,000 recently in the last week or so, and I think that was just another shakeout, as Bitcoin always does. Now, I still believe that this is in play. I said between March 10th and 6 weeks after that, we would start seeing alts rally. I was talking about Ethereum breaking out from like $800 right up to $3,000. We actually said that we believed Ethereum would break out to $3,000 in early April. But anyway, more about that on a little bit later. Let's move along. So people have seen this around on Twitter, on socials. I found this a little bit awkward to follow, so I redid the model. Credits to the person that did this. If anyone knows who was the originator that made this, please tag them or let me know so I can pass some credits on, but I did update it. I just like, I'm a visuals kind of guy, and I like to see things a little bit more simplified. So I redid the chart, and this is the road to alt season. Now, the first part I want to talk about is phase one of Bitcoin. I believe that we've been through phase one, and this is the money where the money flows into Bitcoin, causing the Bitcoin price to rise up. Now, why do I think that? Well, this was March 2020. We've seen Bitcoin pull all the way back down here to 3,200, and that was due to the coronavirus news. And then basically from there, we went up, and we've gone all the way back up to like the high 60s. So, you know, from March 20 to March 2021, a 12-month path, and we've seen a massive move in Bitcoin. And that is because finally the institutions started buying into Bitcoin. We had, Visa and MasterCard. We had Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy now owns about 91,000 Bitcoins, which is about 2.2 billion at the time when he purchased them. The buy-in price that he purchased those Bitcoins were around $24,000. And now they're at like 5.2 billion. So, 100% growth on his portfolio. Elon Musk has been talking about Bitcoin for a period of time now. Tesla bought 1.5 Bitcoin around that $42,000 mark. And, PayPal's come on board, JP Morgan, even though these guys were fighting the crap out of Bitcoin back in 2017, we know that they were accumulating, and now they're telling all their client base and their customer base about Bitcoin, and they're launching all sorts of funds. So, when you compile all this together, you can understand why we've seen Bitcoin run up from 3,200 to the high 60s. When all this sorts of money starts pouring in, it's a natural progression. From the March, from the low to the high is about a 1,580% return. Okay, so it's massive gains for these people that have been coming into the space, and like advocates like Michael Saylor and Elon Musk have just been drawing more and more attention to it. So I truly believe that this phase one of the Bitcoin money flows into Bitcoin, causing the Bitcoin price to rise value, has played out. Okay, now we have that phase overlap where money starts to flow into Ethereum, but Ethereum starts to struggle to keep up with Bitcoin. So we sort of see like this tennis match where Bitcoin's going, then Ethereum's going, Bitcoin's going, then Ethereum's going, and it just keeps to go back and forth until ETH starts to outperform Bitcoin. And that's what we're seeing now. So back in July 2020. This is in our Discord group. So this is the Discord group that we have where all our members, we talk to them on a daily basis. There's lots of actions going on there. There's like thousands of people in there. We talked about that the alt season will always start when Ethereum starts to move. Now, I made this post in the Facebook group the other day, what's ETH doing? But the point I was trying to make here is Bitcoin dominance comes down, altcoins dominance goes up, which we're seeing all-time highs with the altcoin market cap right now. Alt market cap starts to rocket, and then ETH starts to break out. Now, you guys know that I've been talking about ETH with my other associate, Rev Nissen, in the Cryptify group since late 2019. We've been telling people to buy and accumulate ETH from $100, $200, $500. Now, we're not the only people that have been talking about it. There's other, big Twitter followers, Twitter accounts, and a lot of other people that have been talking about ETH. Now, we knew that DeFi was going to take off, and that would draw a lot of attention to ETH. But we didn't realize it was going to be so big, and this is going to be such an influx of people coming into the space that are looking at DeFi with NFTs and everything else that's going on. So ETH is like the lighthouse, the signal that sort of produces the thrust to ignite alt season. So let's touch on that a little bit more. So you can see here that this is a chart from Cointelegraph that from January 1st, 2021, the yellow is the ETH price and the grey is the Bitcoin price. Even though Bitcoin price has been going up and we've seen it go right up to like the high 60s, the ETH price has been outperforming it to date. Okay, and that is because we're seeing those, crazy growth, and it's all fueled by DeFi. Ethereum is booming in the NFT frenzy. There has been a massive explosion of NFTs across the space. DeFi tokens have been surging rapidly, lately, and these are led, by majors, like Aave, SushiSwap, and there's a bunch of others. And the rally of the DeFi tokens is purely fueled by massive values locked up in the DeFi market. Right now there's an estimate of $50 billion locked up in capital across the DeFi protocols. And even before this even happened, this is a massive signal in demand. And this is crucial for ETH's momentum. And this is why we're seeing this ETH price grow so rapidly. A lot of people are saying, ETH's dead, it's congested, the network's congested. Yes, we know that the network's congested and the fees are high. They've got some scaling solutions that they're going to be implementing in June, or late June, early July with EPI 99. Don't quote me on that, EPI 599. I've got it written down somewhere. That is going to really help ETH and drastically change the game for ETH. Now, if we look here, this is something that I talked about recently. You can see here, the 22nd of April, ETH was 10% up on Bitcoin. So when that talks about this flow of money into Ethereum, it is happening. It was happening back here. And the price was $2,436. Today, we're looking at $3,300 Ethereum. So we could already see this phase where ETH is phase 2. ETH is outperforming Bitcoin, and the crypto community starts the ETH will flip Bitcoin narrative. So you're seeing a lot of this talk and discussions in groups and chats on Twitter. You're seeing this across everywhere, where everyone started to talk about, here comes ETH, I'm moving my funds into ETH, I'm taking profits on Bitcoin and going to ETH. And you're seeing it happen here, where ETH is outperforming Bitcoin. One thing I wanted to talk about is then there's this phase overlap here where money starts to flow into the large cap altcoins. Now, Ethereum can still move up, but you will start seeing some profits flow into the large cap altcoins. Now, you've got to remember as well, institutions are looking at Ethereum they're not treating it like some other cryptocurrency. They're looking at it as a real major player. So a lot more funds will start to come into Ethereum because some of these institutions haven't been around before. So they're starting to look at it and they're looking at the growth in Bitcoin and now they're applying it into Ethereum. But you are seeing some money start flowing into some of the large cap altcoins. And you can see here, this is some snapshots I took for over the last month. I mean, Doge has just been absolutely ridiculous. It's got massive exposure. There's so much hype about it. 851% for a top 10 altcoin. I think it's sitting right as of today. It's ranked fourth. It actually flipped XRP, which is just insane. It's got a market cap of $75 billion. Binance Coin has been doing phenomenal. And that's because of everything that's going on the Binance Smart Chain with PancakeSwap. But, in the last month, Binance Coin is up 81%. You've got XRP. Even though all the FUD that's happening around XRP with the SEC and everything that's going on there, we've still got 100% growth. Litecoin starting to make its moves. So you are starting to see these money starting to flow into these large cap altcoins. So I just wanted to reiterate that what is happening at the moment is totally normal. It's what we've seen in 2017. We seen the phase where money into Bitcoin, money out of Bitcoin, money into Ethereum. Ethereum starts to pop. Back then it was the ICO craze. Now it's obviously what's going on with NFTs and DeFi, which is what I covered before. But you're starting to see Ethereum really go. And now, in the last couple of days, in the last weeks, we're starting to see some money trickle over into those large cap altcoins. So keep an eye on those. But what I wanted to say is, yes, Bitcoin is still moving up and about. And yes, it's still affecting the market. But if you've noticed, it's not affecting the market as much as it normally would. Yes, I know some people are holding tokens and their accounts down 10%, 15%, but you're seeing altcoins and Ethereum still hold their values and continue to push. So just to reiterate and just to give some reassurance is just be patient with these things. It's not going to happen like a light switch. It's not going to say Bitcoin stabilized, Bitcoin dominance down, and then today, it's all kicked off and alt season is here. It's a gradual thing that happens here. This is why we've been talking about it over time to try and educate you and let people know what's going on and that it is going to happen, it is going to come, and we are starting to see that. So what I want to do is just quickly flip back to here. So I believe that we're in this phase here, phase 2, and a little bit of phase overlap. I don't say that we're fully into phase overlap. I just think we're still in here. Yes, Bitcoin might still have its little push around here. We can still see Bitcoin run up. It has happened before where Bitcoin and ETH can run up together. But I think we're in this little phase just here. I don't think we're anywhere near this. Everyone wants to skip all of this and they just want to get here. And phase 4 is when everything is going batshit crazy. Large caps have gone absolutely vertical. You got mid caps, low caps, micro caps, all flying together. Everyone's just like going mental about those. Large caps are now outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. I make this comment in here: Lambos and Tesla dealerships can't keep up with the buyer demand because all these moon boys are making so much money. And then altcoins are running up and everything is going full blown mental. Social media is in a frenzy. Telegram has 10,000 messages a minute. Discord servers are melting down. There's memes flying everywhere, and it's altcoin mania, and people are making millions. We aren't there yet. I believe we're going to see a 4 to 6 month window of phase 3. This whole phase here, I think, will be an extended window, and then who knows what happens after that. I think I might save my thoughts for another video, but I think we're going to see an extended market cycle. But we'll talk about that another time. So, to summarize, I just want to make sure that people understand that these things don't happen, overnight. It doesn't happen quickly. It is happening. You can see it. Stay calm about what's happening with your portfolio. Don't stress too much about it, and just follow the process and keep an eye on what's going on. Bitcoin seems to be stabilizing. Yes, it is moving up and down. We did see it drop a percentage yesterday, but that's totally normal with Bitcoin. Money is flowing into ETH. There's no doubt about it. We've seen the run up with ETH. It's made major changes. It's drastically changed in price just in the last 3 to 4 months. Run up from $600 to $3,500 US. ETH does seem to be breaking all-time high again and again and again, and large cap alts are starting to rise. So that is my summary on what is happening right now in the market. This is what I believe is happening with getting ready for starting for altcoin season. If you want to know more, if you want to learn more what we're doing, if you want to follow us everything we're doing, please subscribe to the channel. Please follow us on socials. There is a link that you can follow. You can come join us at Cryptify, totally free. You can join the Facebook page. You can join the general channel in Discord. You can come check out everything we're doing, and we look forward to seeing you guys all in there. Stay tuned. I will be doing some more discussions and talking about altcoin season in the future, and I look forward to seeing you guys all then. Take care. Bye for now.